This is, of course, Podcast Unlocked, the world's #1 Xbox podcast. Hopefully you're joining us each and every week in the full version audio form. Most of you get it on iTunes. But this is our little breakout video segment of the week. We thought, guys, we'd talk about, and Mitch, who I'm going to...
The ghost of Mitch, who may come barely in halfway through this. So.
We talk about this week's biggest Xbox One news, which was, well... Except for last week where there was the leak thing. Yeah. But we'll get to that later.
Mitch, you're not dead.
For this particular segment. Yeah. Welcome back, Mitch.
Hi.
The system updates that were announced today as of our recording.
What about them?
The Xbox One is finally getting some significant system updates.
Yes.
The first
Thank
one,
you, Microsoft.
I like that you looked up as if to the heavens.
Thank you, Microsoft.
Thank you, Bill
gods.
Gates, even though you're not dead.
Thank you, Jay Allard.
Nice. Take a shot, everybody. Mitchell, what is happening with these system updates? When and what?
All right, so the update rolls out in 2 parts. So let's go over the first one first. It makes the most sense. February 11th.
That's next week. That's good.
Next week. It's very soon. This is a lot of minor stuff, but it's a lot of stuff that's actually going to really get people excited because it's stuff that was missing and stuff that's coming back. Like, hey, you can use USB storage.
Yay!
Yes. So far, so good.
Yes.
You get a battery indicator on your home screen.
Yay!
Yeah.
Get the F out of town.
Video games.
You can see how much storage space you have left.
Yay! Basic functions that should have been there at launch.
I guess that video you did is not going to get any more clicks now.
No, we'll do another one, like about
how to fill up the hard drive since you have no idea.
Yeah. How many externals can you put on your Xbox One?
We'll do it. He'll do it.
You can control your install queue, so if you have multiple things lined up, you can say,
thank
nope, I want to play Rise first, get out of here, whatever other thing.
Get out of here,
based
Just
Microsoft.
Yeah. This was a lot of stuff that we had a segment a little while ago where we were all sort of venting our frustrations and what we wanted to be fixed in the first big update. And it's nice that a lot of these.
Well, we do know Phil Spencer listens to this show, so he's probably listening. He's probably having our deaths plotted as we speak.
He's enjoying a nice glass of Cavassier.
You gotta remember, it wasn't just us that mentioned this. There was this huge Reddit thread with where it was like community driven, and they had like 1 million suggestions from just everybody on the internet, and somebody put that in our conversation, actually.
Yeah, and a guy named Ryan McCaffrey, but not me, spelled slightly differently, made a web page dedicated to, like, here's all the things we want. I think he's like a programmer or something. I went and looked at it.
It's your doppelganger.
It was creepy. Yeah. Except I guess I'm the evil version since I have the goatee, so he's the good guy.
Yeah. It also occurs to me, USB keyboard functionality, hooray. Does that mean I'm misremembering the USB storage thing? Is that not in this update then? Maybe,
but the USB keyboard thing is just nice because it is really handy to be able to type out messages really quickly.
So I might be wrong about the USB storage, which
wouldn't be the first time, Mitch.
That's true. I lie about USB storage.
Well, you can see and manage your storage space.
The couple
but
bits,
no USB storage.
Maybe not.
The other couple that jumped out at me were number one, the other things that are better for developers, and I wonder if that was code for. There was that rumor that popped up
that GPU thing.
Yeah, that 8% of the GPU was going to be that's reserved for Kinect skeletal tracking for any time for everything is going to be given back to developers to use for anything they want.
That would be great.
Which is great because if like your game doesn't have Kinect, then
I mean, it might be that as well because they talk about like fluidity of Kinect functionality, and I have no idea what that means.
Well, they specifically said that the voice recognition will be improving with this update too, which thank God because my Kinect, it's the same setup, it doesn't change, system doesn't move, but sometimes I walk in and go Xbox on. Xbox on.
Yeah, it hasn't been
Xbox on.
As we turn on everyone's Xbox
on.
Yeah, it hasn't been
Xbox on, and
as good.
It takes 11 times to do it, and then sometimes I walk in the room, Xbox on, fires right up.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Oh, I don't get it. I don't
Xbox, go to Netflix. There, I just wanted everyone in the world who's listening to this on their Xbox to go to Netflix.
You're welcome.
There's a second update coming in March. There's no specifics. Microsoft is talking about details down the line, but it's the Prepare for Titanfall update.
Where they address
it's got to be the big networking update thing. Yeah. You know, it improves the multiplayer issues that are going on Xbox Live right now. It fixes party chats.
Yes. That's
finally
a big one.
And then a bunch of other behind-the-scenes
stuff.
It doesn't even fix it. Just rolls it back to what it was.
It breaks what was fixed that wasn't broken.
Oh, you lost me.
Right?
There it is.
Yeah. You guys with me?
Yeah.
Drink.
I threw up a little bit. Yeah,
it's hopefully going to roll it back to what we know and love
on
360, which works great.
Yeah, it's
good
good
timing.
I mean, it's finally happening. That's good. It's a few months later than I would have liked, but it's nice that we're finally getting these updates.
It's
even
pretty
if it's
quick out of the
things.
gate because, I mean, let's be real. There's other than the launch titles, there really hasn't been anything to play on the Xbox One. Really, it's kind of the same thing with the PS4. It's we're in this sort of post-launch dry spell for both right now, which is ending with Titanfall and with Infamous on PS4.
And then starts up again.
There's another few months.
Okay, I guess that's that.
It's fine. We'll have Titanfall. Hopefully that sticks. We can play it forever.
Yeah, hope so.
Forever.
And ever.
But what if I want to see my loved ones?
So, all right. So, real quick, guys, before we wrap this segment, this particular segment. So, with this stuff being addressed, the party system, the multiplayer, just the social element of Xbox One, which we all agree was horribly broken for no apparent reason. Plus, the storage management and the battery indicator. What is now the new number one priority for each of you guys that hopefully is at the top of Microsoft's list?
For me, it's the achievement thing that you and I did a video about a while back. It's like they need to just fix that whole system. It's like you get an achievement, you hold the thing, it kind of describes it, then you got to go into the achievements.
We got to back out of that.
Then you back out, then you go back. It's just it's really messy.
Yeah.
Like using the
controller one of the many
now.
things that was fine on 360 that.
Yeah. Just.
There needs to be like a better unification of 360 and Xbox One. Like I was out for dinner with a friend last night. He's like, "Oh, my girlfriend sent you a message. Go look for Trish's invite. Your friend invite." And I was like, "Cool." I picked up my phone, logged in, and went to look for the invite. It wasn't there, and I can't check my followers because it's a separate application. And it's like, okay, every time I'm on my 360, if Marty's playing Xbox One, it just says on Xbox One. Never says what he's playing. Right. There's no crosstalk at all. Even if I'm not. We're not playing games together. We're not in party
There's no
chat
passive crosstalk.
I just don't know what's going on ever. Like they've muddled the system so much.
Yeah. Why can't you chat with 360 users? Like that'd be
totally
nice.
different voice codec is why.
Okay.
Party chat between the two would be so good.
But it is a completely different voice codec. To be fair,
I
mean, for me, so I have a set of very dusty 5.1 speakers at home because all I ever use, because my wife and kid are usually asleep when I'm playing. I use my Astro A40 Dolby headphones, so I'm looking for that Dolby fix. That the Dolby doesn't work properly. It doesn't actually give you straight, literal Dolby like it's supposed to. So I actually did tweet Albert Pinello today, one of the main guys on the Xbox team, and he did just say,
anything for you, Ryan.
That's Phil Spencer. But he did say, it's on the list. I can't say more obviously right now, but he did say it is one of the things. So that's what I hope is at the top of the list.
I mean, my big one is Destin's. Same thing with the achievements. Also still, I was sort of complaining about this last time we had one of these sessions, but, so it's a bigger kind of infrastructure change that to be able to navigate the menus and have it make sense without Kinect. Like they're so sort of the menus are so designed around voice functionality that if you're trying to do anything with a controller, it becomes very cumbersome and you have to dig through a lot of layers of menus. And so
like an onion, including the weeping as
you go.
Oh God.
And the grilling as I throw it into my fireplace. So I mean that's something that inevitably I think that'll happen, but that'll be probably a year or two down the road when like the first big sort of when we moved from Blades to what was after Blades for 360.
NXE.
I think this is going to get like totally redesigned. Also,
I think you're both insane. I think
also,
we are.
You think they're sticking with this Windows 8
I agree with Mitch.
I
agree with Mitch.
Man, you cook onions in the fireplace.
Also, praise be to Titanfall for being enough of a big deal to basically give Microsoft a hard deadline to get this stuff done, or else they might not get it done until the fall.
Is it that Titanfall's a big deal, or that Microsoft gave them such an enormous amount of money that they're like, we need to make this worth it?
I don't care. I don't care what the answer is. It's happening. So yay. So yes, for you video folks, be sure to tune into the rest of Podcast Unlocked on iTunes anytime you like it. New episodes every Wednesday, and for everybody else, we will move on to our next segment